YouTube. See if it works. And if it does, this is what I want you to do. Watch this. As soon as you go live on YouTube, you want to catch the edit to my person. You want to catch the URL. You can also add a comment. So then when you add a comment on YouTube, you see who is it from, the chat?
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
It says welcome to live chat. And on the bottom you see ARush. This is an ARush. Okay, so now we are in business and we have it YouTube live. Now I'm going to YouTube, snap the URL, copy it. I can also put it in the chat and hit enter. Then I'm going to put it in everywhere else in my notepad. Hit enter. Then I'm going to put it in my RTF folder. Paste. Now in the spreadsheet. Save everywhere. Okay. What did I forget to do? So let's save the picture for now before it crashes. Stop. It's already too long. You understand? I cannot monitor you exactly what you're doing because you just are killing all my time, and by the time I'm done with you, I don't have energy to produce anything. So I can tell you, please do certain things, and when you ignore them, you always ignore it. So I can only call your attention that you ignore it, and you don't understand what I'm saying. It's so slow you can die. This picture gets hung up every 5 seconds. In the meantime, let me show you the live stream so you understand. You see, this is my live stream on YouTube, you see? And this is the menu. This is what I was trying to explain to you to know.
I see that, but I see that menu.
You don't see it on the Zoom screen.
When I'm on the Zoom screen. No.
Yeah, and you don't understand anything that I'm telling you. Instead of taking the time to listen and try to interpret and understand, you shoot back trash right away. But the things that I'm talking about are not trivial. You have to pay some attention and think about it and test your understanding. When you think that you understand, it doesn't mean that you do. Most time you don't. You just have an illusion that you understand.
What channel are you on? Whose channel are you on?
I just explained to you that I'm on an ARush channel. Do you understand that?
Okay.
You don't listen and you don't pay attention. And I'm live. And I'm explaining to you the advantage of live. When you want to teach somebody to use Zoom, they can see your menu choices in real time without letting Zoom interfere with it. The problem is that there are too many transactions and I cannot save it easily. I get the hourglass. You see? It says step recorder is not responding. If I point it on screen. internet mode here. I can do that. Step recorder is not responding. Step record not responding. So picture equals step recording, not responding. Spend a minute writing something. Step recorder is not responding. Instead, it duplicated my notes. Take another application. Step recorder. Save, copy, paste. Display outlet. Yes. Okay. Well, let's see if it will let me save the damn thing here. Okay. Okay, finally. Oh. Little BC doesn't let me do that. Go back. One character. It comes so slow, you can die. Then type C. Then press save. Then press save. Or enter. And pray. So slow you can die. Okay. It's really slowing down when you have two streamers together like us.
Yeah.
Did you stream it live?
Not yet.
Why don't you do that?
Because I was waiting
You
for you
like
to
to
join.
play around. Don't wait for me to join. Record it and stream it. It's like never ending.
You're recording to the cloud?
Yes, I told you, record it to the cloud too.
Okay. So I'm recording to the cloud.
It's just
And then I'm going live on YouTube.
I'm going to go away because it's useless to work with you. Don't respond and I'm exhausted. Doesn't seem like it's working for me.
I'm going to Dr. S. Roshi, okay? And then I'm going live.
Review. Okay, so where did you send your email to?
Dr. ARush.
What's the difference between what you did now and what you claimed that you did before?
I sent it from I just sent it from a different email.
From which email?
DRS.
No, Rorschach, just all the facts and not milking you. Tell me it once without having to milk you.
I sent it from DRS Rush.
To DRA Rush?
Yes. Both accounts are Gmail.
Okay.
So you're there?
So I'm not there. I'm going there. Now I'm there.
What?
Now I'm going to go to inbox.
Right.
Now I'm looking for your invitation inbox. So this is the one that is on the top.
Sarah Rush. No, what's this? Invite Sarah Rushman. You see Sarah Rushman?
No.
You see Sarah
Oh,
Rushman?
this one.
Right. Click on it.
Okay.
Click on it.
Okay.
It's the same problem.
It's the same problem, so it's not what I wanted it to do.
It's trying to join you from Zoom.
The stories don't matter. The facts is what matters.
You can start again. I don't know how to do it.
And what have you done before?
I thought it did the exact same thing.
You thought doesn't matter. What matters is what you did.
Well,
Yeah, I told you to do pictures so you can go back and find out. You for the right end, you don't like to keep a record, so you don't know what you're doing and nobody else can figure out. And I'm not going to spend my time killing my precious time on somebody that is not capable of either remembering what they've done or documenting it. So you have Alzheimer's, you know that you have a memory problem, so you learn to keep records so somebody and yourself can look in the record. So do it again and run Pisser. And
I'm running Pisser now.
So find out what you have done in the first place that worked and what you are doing now, but you didn't run it before.
So what should I
So
do
we know
now
that it doesn't work. I want to know what it works, not what doesn't work. What doesn't work, I know you've done it a dozen times when it didn't work. That we know what doesn't work. You added the participant before and it worked. Now you did something different, it doesn't work. What you have to do is document it when it works.
How did you start that? Did you make me as an alternate?
I'm doing the same thing all the time. I always made you, not you or me. I made s.rushnick@miami.edu alternate. You understand? And that's what I'm doing all the time. And you start interjecting 50 different changes without knowing what works and what doesn't work. You don't remember what
would you like me to do now?
Start all over again and start Pisser and hope to trap it once and for all what you do that worked. You understand? And keep trying until you...
So you want me to close everything off?
Yeah, because it doesn't work.
Right.
I don't know what you're doing differently. You don't know what you're doing and you're not prepared to take measure in control so we can trap what you're doing and
maybe it's on your end. Why do you always say it's on my end?
Because I'm doing the same thing over and over.
You think you are?
I record it too, and you can look at my pictures.
Okay.
And I record it on MSN recorder, and you don't.
Okay. So
now my picture crashed already.
Why?
Why? Because it's too long. I explained to you 100 times.
So why do you make it shorter?
because I forget. It's in real time. Go to the task manager and try to remove you from the task manager. Maybe that will work. The multiple Zoom meetings, and I don't know which one is which anymore. So I want to remove yours. Or if you terminate yours,
I terminate mine.
mine will stop. Zoom and this task. Too many tasks here. So Edge. One thing that I don't need, and this Microsoft Edge. And same. See if I can work. So I can't read. No, I'm just so exhausted right now. After taking me around the trip a few times, I don't have any energy left in me to do anything. Just too exhausted to bother. This patient so slow. Die before it does anything. Copy. And I got it, so cancel. It's clearly overloaded. I want to proceed with you to do the Wismo baseball. Never got anywhere with it, so we're gonna chaos to impose on everybody. Which is great for therapy, but this is no therapy. Okay. To stop this. Let's see if this works. Somehow when I run Zoom, it cuts out the audio in MSN Recorder somehow. Maybe just you cannot hear the audio. I don't know which one it is.
So make sure that your speaker's on.
No, it does something to the speaker. Zoom just grabs the...
Maybe they're using the same speaker or something.
Takes over everything. And it's moving on now. Let's say the Word document. Just go ahead here. Man, to kill step recorder and start again. Control, delete, task manager. Next one. Details. 156 screens. It's not so long. No recording. I was about to kill it anyway. So you said that you sent me another email, or what is your status then?
I'm joining multiple meetings to be able. For each additional meeting you want to join, you will need to navigate to the join URL in your browser, and the Zoom client will automatically launch the meeting.
It's too exhausting. So now you're totally exhausted. I'm not sure that I can do anything.
I'm trying to do another meeting. So I'm going to turn on my cursor and turn on first turn on my Emerson recorder. Full screen. Okay. I'm going to turn on my cursor and start recording. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a Zoom meeting. I'm going to go to.
And I told you to declare out loud every time what you're doing so I can listen to it without.
So now I'm going to go to Zoom.
Killing what I'm doing.
.miami.edu. Okay, it brings me to my Zoom, which is in upcoming meeting. And now I'm going to host the meeting with my video on. And now I'm going to invite you.
Invite me. Did you start the meeting already?
Yes.
Or you didn't tell me that you started the meeting?
I just told you. You said do it out loud, and I said I'm starting the meeting.
You're starting and finish and started in the past is two different things.
I'm starting the meeting.
You are starting means that you are trying to start. Doesn't mean that you've been successful. Do you understand the difference?
I'm successful now. And
you have a difference. You don't understand the difference between starting and successfully completing the meeting.
I'm going
you don't
to
understand
send you an
anything. So you cannot, just because you mix it up doesn't mean that it is the same thing. All it means is you're mixing things up that don't belong with each other.
I'm going to invite you to a meeting. Okay?
Give them Rorschach and confuse the issues. Doesn't work this way.
I'm going to DRS Rush's email. I'm going to compose from DRS Rush to DRA Rush at gmail.com. The subject is meeting.
You don't have any sense of precision and consistency.
I sent you a meeting.
Yes, everyone.
Okay, fine. I sent you a meeting.
Fine.
Fine. Okay. Now I'm going to go to,
Okay.
I'm going to record the session to the cloud.
Don't I send you and you send me? Say which email address, send to which email address?
drsrush@gmail.com is sending an invitation.
Is sending or has or sent?
Has sent an invitation to drarush@gmail.com. I am in my meeting now. I'm recording. Step recorder's on and recording, and also MSN recorder is recording. I am now going to go live on YouTube under Sarah Rushanek, and my account is DRS Rushin.
So I'm joining you with this.
And I'm going live. Which URL?
This one that it's on the top of my inbox.
Okay.
Leave, this is not good. It wants me to leave the join.
Maybe leave and join and then start yours.
No, it doesn't work like that.
Oh,
it's not consistent. I'm not into wasting time.
Okay, that's what I
all I know is already enough time. That should we have done it successfully several times, but you
not
never
several time, only when I did.
We several times we've done it. The first time that I discovered we've done it.
Okay.
And then we've done it before we went tonight. I told you, do picture and record a video clip so we can play it back. You did not.
I did right now.
Not right now. It doesn't work.
Okay. So what would you like me to do now? Be constructive. What would you like me to do now?
I would like you to try it over again.
I'm doing the exact same thing. I don't know what to do.
You're not doing it exactly the same.
What would you like
if you do it exactly the same, you'll get exactly the same results.
I don't know what to do differently.
Fine. That is a difference.
I don't know. If you have a suggestion, please give it to me.
I don't have a suggestion because I cannot monitor you.
So you do it on your own. If you can do it on your own, you did it on your own.
I cannot do it on my own because.
Why not?
I cannot log in with your credentials, and I don't want to, and your credentials are different than mine. You understand? So you have to do what you did before, because you have higher level of credentials than me, higher level of permissions. Do you understand it? You want me to explain it to you?
No.
So that's why it doesn't work. We don't have the same credential. We are not perfect substitutes, our usernames.
For a meeting, we are.
We are not. It doesn't matter meeting or not. You are having credentials to do other things that I don't, and you don't know the structure of the permissions there. And neither do I. Just going to do some editing on my videos. If I can find some videos that need to do some editing until you figure out what you're doing now. And it's okay. I'm not sure how useful it is anyways, because the quality is so poor that and you're very resistant to learning and improving, and it's not clear to me that it's worth my time and effort, you know. So far it was pretty much a waste, but I was hoping that in the future we can improve, but it doesn't look like that. So I'm going to waste my time or spend my time, or rather spend it on someone who has a chance to yield some positive results.
So do you want to upload the clips rather than even doing the dual Zoom?
Yeah, you're the instructor, so they send the email to you.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
You have the email?
I didn't read it, and I don't know to follow instructions well anyways.
So I'll do it on my own. Since you didn't want to do it with me.
I thought that I can actually implement it, but I realized that I don't have the stamina. I'm working already, overworking, and I'm always tired. So it doesn't look like I can provide any assistance to somebody as a wizard providing help to businesses when I cannot even help myself anymore. You know what I mean? And I work with somebody that I cannot work well with.
Okay.
So, whole point, I know that I don't have a stamina to talk to people like you. I'm floored by the time you say 2 sentences, I'm already gone. You know, it's going to get only worse. So, yeah, that few minutes need to be republished finally. So this is a demonstration how to edit a draft and convert a draft to publish a draft. So that's an example of publishing a draft.
A draft of what?
A draft of YouTube that is private. So what is this? Okay, we're trying to make outbound calls from a Google. That's fine. Publish that.
Okay. While these, you listening?
I'm listening. Okay.
While these users can have 2 meetings active concurrently, by default, they will be unable to join multiple meetings simultaneously.
will be edit, draft, next, next, publish, and close, close, YouTube. Archive. Processing. This will be a D version. This is, by the way, the worst thing that you can do if you want to trade securities is not to know what you've done and refuse to document it, and creating chaos and confusion everywhere. It just doesn't work.
Did you disable your microphone and video on the current meeting?
It doesn't matter, so it's irrelevant.
It says here you have to disable both the microphone and video on the current meeting, then turn it on from another meeting.
My microphone is not disabled. It is working now. What am I sharing? I'm sharing the screen, which is fine. So then so now I'm going to go to videos which have been in draft form and edit them. I'm trying to review them and publish them. I'm not sure what they are exactly, but this looks like it is too long. Let me check it out before I close it. See if I can play it back to see what it is. I don't want to publish these videos with
We're doing the MSN recorder.
For a gym, okay, but you could customize this where you could easily.
Okay, so you gotta let it, so if you do the revised one's supposed to be that they're supposed to go through it and they're supposed to contribute to that too.
Right.
So let them know, or let them know.
Just wanted to make sure it's not that little. Next, next, next. Publish. Close.
Okay. Did you start a meeting?
I told you that I started the meeting.
Are you in a meeting now?
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm going to try something else.
What are you going to try? Tell me as you do it so I can at least monitor you that way. I'm not going to waste my time on you anymore to watch what you're doing because you create so much chaos I cannot handle.
Okay, I'm starting the meeting instead of through zoom.miami.edu. I'm starting it with my client.
That's not good. It's different than what you have done before. At the time you have done the meeting, it was a meeting with your students, so it must have been with S.Rushnick at miami.edu.
No, but my client is with S.Rushnick, but it's different on how you start. I'm still in S.Rushnick, but I'm starting with
you went to your the meeting with your students. This is why you abandoned my meeting, because you had the meeting either with your assistant or with your class. You understand? You want to repeat the same thing that you've done before we went to the injection site and find out what are you doing different. What have you done that was successful? You cannot be all over the place and start 50 different things and remember what was what. I mean, you can do that, but you're not going to draw any conclusion. It's just too chaotic to analyze.
I don't have any other way to do it.
Apparently you're doing it sometimes and you're not doing it other times.
I'm not aware.
You're not aware, so just because you're not aware doesn't mean anything.
Well, how can
means
I
that you're not aware doesn't mean that you haven't done it differently.
How can I recreate it if I don't know how to recreate it?
You can record it, which I told you to do.
I'm doing recording, but every time I'm recording, it's not coming out correctly.
Fine, and then you'll blame it on the recording, right? You think that the recording is what causes it, right? Which is one thing that has nothing to do with it whatsoever. It's just a matter of style and preference. You prefer to create chaos and not to monitor what is going on, so you wouldn't know and nobody else could figure it out, which is fine. I'm going back on my videos and checking if I have videos that have not been completely edited. I'm going back 50 videos at a time. And I found a few of them, so I edited them and published them. There's another one. This file is a duplicate.
Yeah. I've invited you. Can you go check on your Gmail? Just for 1 second. Go to your Gmail.
It's the same thing. They're doing the combinations of different things.
What does it say here?
It says leave and join. I don't want to leave.
You will have to leave the meeting, this meeting, to join.
This is why I explained to you that it's a quirk in their system that I wanted to take advantage of, but you don't understand what I'm telling you. This creates chaos and confusion everywhere. Do what you want.
I'm not doing it.
But you're going to do it on your own, not with me.
Okay.
Enough chaos in my life.
But then why did I see when you joined my meeting in my class yesterday?
That was an anomaly. I don't know. That's what we're trying to find out.
You were signed in as ARush. You had my picture. Another instance of me, Dr. ARush.
But it doesn't matter. I don't want to repeat it. I don't want to do it again.
Oh, you
You
don't?
understand? I don't want to join your meeting with your credentials. That's the whole point.
Oh, and that's what you did yesterday?
Yeah, that's what I did yesterday, but I didn't do it intentionally.
Mm-hmm. I think the time that it worked, you never joined my meeting with your credentials.
Right. You just throw out trash. This is what I call this trash talk, because you have no evidence, you don't understand what happened, and you make up stories, and it doesn't help with the facts. It's good for Rorschach and tom nonsense.
Now, could you join my meeting?
That's what I did all the time. I've joined your meeting.
And then maybe set up host your meeting afterwards?
Don't add any more confusion. All I did is I joined your meeting, and I saw all of a sudden on my screen, I saw you and your student. And when I was broadcasting it to YouTube, effectively the end result was as if you are broadcasting it to YouTube. Do you understand? Which you didn't want to do. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
That is what I'm trying to recreate.
Mm-hmm. Well, what about the weights?
I don't know what about the weights.
I have the instructions here. What they're saying is cancel your order, come up with a new order, and give the only thing I don't understand is you're saying cancel my order and then ask for the domain name back. Is that what you're saying? You'll need to cancel your premium plan and your domain. Once you completed the cancellation, you can use the code and use the domain voucher to reconnect you to your domain.
It makes a lot of sense.
You can do this minutes after canceling and it will auto-connect to your domain. Okay? You want to do it tomorrow morning then?
Yeah, because it's
Yes,
getting
right at
late.
9:30. Okay, these are the instructions.
So
And then there'll be somebody in Israel to talk to too. Israel is in the middle of the night now. Okay.
I'm not that interested in talking to them, you know. If it doesn't work and they can help, that's another matter. Just to talk to them was never a great pleasure of mine. I didn't like it when I was there, and I don't like it now.
Why is that?
Why? Because they annoy me. They provide poor service. And they're also nasty, like you.
And you're not nasty like them?
I'm probably nasty too, so it doesn't help if you
You have two nests.
Multiple nests
One boat.
would not create a productive environment to collaborate. I want to collaborate with people, not fight with people, which you force me to do with you, and becomes an experience that I can do without. I'm just, I reached this age that maybe when I was younger, I could somehow deal with it. But now it's just too much. I'm hoping that will not expire, but now I realize maybe I shouldn't worry about it because I cannot take advantage of it anyways. I'm just too tired all the time and not making enough progress. I'm getting too old to bother. I was thinking to myself that I'll get to an age that I don't have to worry about you. I'll have a lot of time left over and be able to do it. I didn't think that I'll get old and lose hope and then not feel like doing it altogether anymore. Some of these videos have been so old, I look at them and I cannot even recall what was it that I was doing then. Okay.
See, it doesn't look that far, but everything's far. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That security lab in the corner, and we thought it would be a lot of food. They didn't even give a glass of water.
Yeah.
You remember?
You're right.
We looked at. We went there at nighttime.
Yeah.
We went to another.
The glass door there.
With some glass door, and they made a whole big glass. They had some Israelis to show you, and a big hoopla.
Security, the big security.
And I don't think anybody would know how to secure anything.
Like anybody could figure out 1/10 of what was going on there.
But they had a lot of hoopla.
Yeah.
With some machines.
They thought that they are.
And then they had some old Microsoft salesmen that were there too. They got fired from the Latin American group. Did you hear that Microsoft opening up a new office in Miami? All of a sudden they discovered. Did you see that supposedly SoftBank is going to invest in $100 million in startups in Miami too?
It was in the same day there was some show in Miami Beach or somewhere downtown.
And then they had that too. It was near the.
So we went to another show in the same evening.
Right. It was another show, and then we went there. Maybe it was at the Night Center or something.
Yeah, something like that.
It was another show, and then they said Miami Dade. We got an invitation from Israel. It sounded good. It may have been Emerge or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe Emerge was in downtown Miami.
Or TMC or something. And that evening they had an inauguration.
Right.
And we thought it was going to be a lot of food. Remember?
Yeah.
And when we got there, nobody was even there. Before the party started. So we were waiting for the food, and nobody brought no food. Nobody brought nothing. We left early. I think Yuda was there too.
Yeah, right.
And a couple of salesmen, there were Americans that represented Israel.
Yeah.
A couple of losers.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah. And the whole theory that I didn't have time to look at those videos, so I have them here in a draft format and never published them. They're sitting there.
And you can't even figure out what was going on there.
After a while, when you reminded me, I realized you're right.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Sometimes quickly I get some stuff that you never think you get.
Yeah.
Took me about 10 seconds.
Yeah.
I remember something in the corner. Remember?
Yeah. No, that you.
What?
You reminded me.
And we went there like around 6 o'clock.
Yeah. And we were the only one that stayed to the end too.
I don't think we stayed to the end. It was so bad.
Everybody else.
What? Even for us, it was too much. But we were like in the first row, so it was.
Some very short videos. This was the days that didn't restrict us quite so much. Surprised that I have so many of them. Whole bunch. 35 seconds long. Pages and pages. Some of these days of the shows, being able to go to those shows.
Then what was that CES show?
Even in Miami, you know,
Yeah,
the shows.
slept everything.
It was fun. I enjoyed it.
I
But
think it too.
now when I look at it in retrospect,
You had a great time. You schmoozed with everybody.
yeah,
That's when you can talk to people. You don't want to talk to them.
because I'm interested in
Yeah.
it. So,
And you like the happy hours. Let's admit that, right?
I better cut this special. You know, so long. Let's play it back there. See what it is.
Tradition for the futurist radio, uplifting the narrative of Black cowboys and honoring our
Black
go
cow.
inside?
Yeah, let's go inside.
visual meditation.
Yeah, let's
So,
go inside.
Please enjoy
Because you have to. Because
So it
here.
starts now. Let's see the beginning,
Okay.
then we'll go. So at least we have an idea.
Okay, what's it about?
See, there are two chairs there. See if we can sit over there with the people at the Ask him. Oh, yeah, what is it? I'm afraid that we are going to exceed the time and then I'll lose the domain name. And what will they do if they want to charge me $100 and I don't want to pay for it? Eventually they will delete it and will go to the public. They say basically reverse what you have done and then use the cancel and then use the new code. You understand?
And then reconnect with your domain name.
Yes. Which is basically makes sense in a way.
Okay, here. It says your domain name will automatically renew on February 19th.
February 19
Yeah,
is another 19 days.
more. Another 3 weeks.
So it's not
Yeah.
it's not as urgent as
No.
I was thinking.
No.
On the other hand, if you want to move it to another vendor, you have to do it about a few weeks in advance.
Supposedly they're saying you'll get it for another year. But it's not like it needs to be tomorrow. You understand? It's February 19th.
And why don't they send it to you with the cycle? Just at the beginning, I had the illusions that I can carry out anything, but I realize now, like you said it. You are not a partner, and I'm of diminished capability. So when I could work for 2 or 3 people, it was a viable thing. But now that I begin to break down, I don't think that, and you are not changing either. So it's not going to work. Very short-sighted kind of horizons. You know what I mean? You don't see anything.
You'll pass my nose.
Yes, and that all these things that I'm doing is a long-term affair, and it doesn't suit you, and I'm losing it too. So maybe at some time I could have. There's like a publishing articles. It's the cycles are very long until you get something through. It's not an immediate type of reward.
Down like that ADD.
I don't like all these labels. One line, it doesn't work. I know that much. So I was thinking the time that I could give business advice or something like that, but then I was thinking that once, and I'll put you in the front, and once it gets actually beyond the chit chat, and you have to do something, I'll do the work.
Yeah.
But
It's like this when those guys came
it's not going
calling.
to happen.
What?
It's not going to happen because it turns out that I cannot work with you. You're so chaotic and so disorganized, and now I don't have the state of mind that I could overcome this such certain level of chaos that you bring about. I just cannot handle anymore. I might have been able to handle it when I was younger, but now I'm just too overwhelmed by it.
Well, I don't have to worry about this one. I have like numbness from my left arm from
You should worry about it. Maybe some vascular and heart problems.
from my elbow down.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
You should worry about it.
You're thinking maybe from the
Is that the hand of the vaccine?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's from the vaccine probably. That's what some people reported that they had. Numbness and all kinds of problems like that. these short clips that I don't know. Looks like working in the yard or something like that. All this must have been from that wow, those. I'm going with my hat here with my helmet with all these cameras. One of these days, you know.
It's out there, is it?
I don't know. I think it was in one of those fairs, the Cayocho or
It was you went to Cayocho and also you did it in
Crowley.
Bayside.
Bayside or Coral Gables.
No, Coral Gables.
It looks so strange now, you know.
Where?
Here, you see.
Yeah. You see?
With some cameras on my head, on my back, and you're shooting.
Yeah, I think Coral Gables, yeah.
Coral Gables.
Yeah. Or
With
Cayocho.
this colors. I didn't realize it. I never really published it. You don't see the picture.
Yeah. And to me, I think it may have been
Coral Gables.
Coral Gables, and they had the Cayocho, you know, the gay Cayocho. You want one time?
Yeah, and you have it also here. You were also with the helmet.
We did a couple.
Yeah.
Remember I saw that?
How do we didn't know about contact tracing at the time, and now all of a sudden, that's what it is all about. And because of that, different versions, there will be then the contact tracing will become essential because that will be the only way to stem the viruses that are resilient to the vaccine. Do you understand? The only way is to contact trace and immediately as soon as they come in, restrict their spreading. The only way since the vaccine will no longer be effective until they discover the new vaccine, in the meantime, you'll have to trace contact and stop it from spreading so rapidly. Do you hear me talking to your wall?
Yeah.
Or what did I say?
That it can help. The tracing can help you get it.
The tracing will become essential as soon as you have viruses that are resistant to
like that,
new variant.
When they have the mutation.
Because it will be a gap between the time that they discover the new variant and they produce a vaccine for that.
They have a booster shot. Right?
Yes. But in the meantime, there will be a gap. The only way to deal with it in the gap will be to trace together and find the people that spread it. And that will be also important to identify those people to get the vaccine because they have some DNA or some characteristics that prevent them from getting so sick. Do you understand it?
Basically immune system.
Yeah, you have to, but in order to find them, you have to have a group large enough so you can investigate their immune system and find out what sets them apart with the discriminant analysis.
Yeah, why are they not getting the symptoms?
Yes.
It's almost like the drug that they say with this vaccine, when you get COVID, you won't have the symptoms to be like a spreader, you know?
Yeah, but you have to find there must be some kind of reason that some people are spreaders and some people are dead. And also the long haulers. You want to find what is it exactly.
Look at those, all those women. They almost looked like each other in the sand.
Yeah, and they were athletic and
They were also long, had a good, were long runners. You don't have to have a good, they all had the same symptoms.
it's really colorful the way I did it with those ties. It really looks fantastic.
Oh, it looks like almost like, remember, they were so excited.
They thought they were part of the parade.
And then they thought, oh, that's great.
Wow.
It's a good satire on all those phones, that you don't want those phones in your life.
Right.
Oh, great. That's great. We love it. We love it.
Yeah. Was in this coconut grove.
Yeah.
You thought that
Mango strut.
so it was,
We were part of the parade. We used to walk around. Oh, great.
when is the mango strut?
It got canceled this year. It was New Year's Eve.
Yeah. I know I missed it.
What?
It was really fun. I really enjoyed it.
Every time.
Every time. Wow.
Remember how we used to go for New Year's Eve? We used to go to Bayside a couple of times.
Yeah, and the dancing in the streets in Coconut Grove was also great fun.
You know what I used to like too was the fireworks.
In the Grand Bay.
Now in Biltmore.
Oh yeah, that was nice too.
How you used to shove me in between the bushes. We always got the best.
Yeah, right.
After everybody was there.
And people carried all kinds of things.
Stop, and we just sat right next to the
Getting this
stage.
pain now. I have to put my hand in those rubber
And we
bands.
go right down.
Yeah.
I think it's enough.
Wow, all these great videos that I took with the hair. Wow.
With the hair?
With the head.
With the helmet.
Headwear, helmet, yes, wow. It looks so spectacular.
You took the picture, I took the picture. Wonderful. It's you or me?
Here it's me, see. Because it's you, so I took the picture.
Is that in the house or in that Kaliocha?
No, it's outdoors in the house.
No, in the backyard.
You're blind, you cannot see. It's not in the backyard, no. It's in the shed somewhere, palm trees in the back.
Yeah. We did it also in, whatchamacallit?
No backyard.
You remember we had that thing that 360?
Yeah.
That you had in the backpack?
That's it. That's exactly what this is about.
Remember, that's what we did in the Coral Gables, so you did the 360. When I walked behind you.
That was one nice thing to showcase the city of Coral Gables, those fairs. When you want to look around, you can see the surround view of those fairs in 360, you know what I mean? That's what it is, I think, for. Remember those days where Coral Gables had these beautiful fairs?
Yeah, the Kaliocha had some great music.
Like Mini Kaliocha.
Yeah, up-class Kaliocha. Remember? High-class Kaliocha.
Yeah, it was not nearly as bad as Kaliocha itself.
Yeah, it was a high-class Kaliocha.
Yeah.
They had some good musicians in the
They
side.
did it in the same vicinity of time, so the same band that were in Kaliocha came.
Yeah, so you think it's the same arm we got numb?
Yeah, I never know for sure.
We got a vaccine, you know, she's good.
Look, it's only a matter of time before one of us will be gone. chances are that we won't go at the same time, just probability-wise.
Your mother, I'm not taking you in the wheelchair. Let's go on.
You never
And you
know.
finally
So
go. She would nudge him.
some of them are upside down,
Uh-huh.
you know, because
Side-
no, upside down, not sideways, because the camera
Oh, because it was like on the back or something.
was turning upside
Oh,
down.
no,
That's why I'm trying
sometimes-
to fix it on your head.
Uh-huh. Oh, and these are great. The little
Yeah.
spikes.
The straw, the
Right.
ties.
Oh, your costumes are better than those in the Capitol. You remember that? You could have gone with them.
Oh, God.
Nobody looked like you, huh? I
I-
think we could have taken the trip to the Capitol. You could go with the military gear, right? Nobody would mess with you. Okay, I'm going to top,
Right.
and then I'm going to lay down.
Okay.
I suggest you do the same.
So,
Oh, I guess you took a little nap earlier.
not really, but I was just, I didn't realize that there's so many,
That are not published.
yeah,
Got lost in the shuffle. Yeah, I'm going to the bathroom.
Why?
I'm gonna go lay down. Let me take my seat. Did you hear me?
I heard it loud and clear.
Okay, so it's gonna have to come out.
Okay.
That's
Good.
another side effect. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. You don't have to declare everything in the public domain, you know. You want to keep some some privacy. I don't think that anybody is interested in listening to it either.
My music.
Wow, it's really spectacular. On the background of the palm trees, it looks great too. Here you are in all the glorious colors.
Oh wow.
You see yourself
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
reach it
yeah.
or saying hi or whatever. And it's
I'm wearing the same shirt. I
a
used to
red
like,
shirt.
yeah, I thought always it's good for a parade
Oh,
to go
really?
within a red shirt. You don't think so?
I think it's great. I didn't know that you were thinking about
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I always think, hey, what's gonna look good in the
It does look very good. Yes,
you know
you're right.
outside kind of. We look
Yeah.
like we were dressed for it. That's what I
Dress
do with
for
the outfit.
success.
You know what I mean? Have the outfits
Especially you.
as cute as I am.
I took a lot of. You didn't take as much of
Yeah,
me,
right.
but I took a lot of you.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that I didn't publish any of them. I was wondering how come I never see it anywhere.
For your patents, it's good you can put it out there.
One day coronavirus will come and all of a sudden everything that I was working on will become all of a
And all of a
sudden
sudden, you remember how they used to say, you can't publish,
a,
you can't record.
huge.
Now they're going back to the classroom. In the beginning, they
Yeah.
said, you don't have to record.
Mm,
You know, these students are supposed to come. And then the president tells them, listen, half the school is going to be in
sure.
Corona.
Yeah,
You better record. So now you have to record. Before you couldn't record,
right.
right? They're not going to let you record.
Remember Berkman used to hustle me so much.
Everybody is.
He's already gone, I understand.
He quit this last year. He's gone to the heaven.
Wow, you look good on this video, so I'm
What's it?
telling you. Here you are with your red shirt and your cut. It looks like such a costume. When you look at it,
Yeah. That's it.
you cannot tell from a distance
You
what
had to
it is.
go with those costume designers to get an outfit like that.
Yeah. But it really fits with the hair, with the ties. she obeyed the step as it doesn't respond. So we'll have to conclude our session, continue it another time, and then maybe it will come back. There's a 4-minute clip here, a bunch of 4 or 5 minutes clip. Okay, it seems like that is going to be the end of it today. I just don't see that we're making any major progress here. This one is 2 minutes, 16 seconds. Okay, we'll complete the meeting now and continue it next another time. There's another batch. What is this about? I'm not sure exactly. Maybe some kind of a show. Maybe the Bitcoin show of last year. So then that was one of these shows. downtown Miami. The art shows. Looks like the art show. And which one? Art show. News. It's an endless number of videos here. It hurts me so much. 47 seconds. There's no end to these videos here. Miami Beach Convention Center. Looks like. It's the Miami Beach Convention Center. This is one of these art museums. Perez Art Museum.
What do you see now?
This is the Perez Art Museum. I don't know what it is, but I didn't realize that I have so many of them that I never.
Posted.
No, I never. I posted them all, but I never published them.
Public.
It's nice how to look at the memories, you know. What a great time we had. I
Remember
think,
in the Perez that it was outside and we sat on the porches there and did it.
yeah, it looks like some kind of a building in Miami.
You remember how we went with the
Las
Metro Rail?
Vegas.
And
Yeah,
at the end last year, we got that. I got us those free tickets to the Metro Rail free.
this must be some computer show because there's too many gadgets on this table. Maybe see the CES.
What is this one?
3 minutes and 30 seconds. So see
Yeah,
those blue,
That's too small.
small.
It's too small for me to see. Some of it, you know. Did you want to leave a meeting? Are you on Zoom?
Yes.
Don't forget to
No.
shut it down. Are you recording still on YouTube?
Yes. That's it. That's the last page I'm going down. Just to exhaust them. It's like Miami Beach or something like that. I don't know. Maybe the convention center in Miami Beach.
We went to so many shows there too.
Hard to tell. There's a stage, I've seen.
Maybe also, you remember we used to see that his thing that TMC, the Tehrani.
Yeah, I think that this is from Tehran. Yes.
We took him out, you know.
Yeah.
Remember when you was still in the chair with all your stuff? I went to the bathroom
I did fall.
and you fell
Yeah,
in
I
the
think
chair.
this is Tehran in the end that he did
No,
those
he did those
startups.
startups.
They were giving presentations.
Right, and had some food in the back with
Yeah.
a drink. Not too good food, good food.
That's done. That is it for sure. That's enormous computer shows. The Bitcoin shows. Just for time and finishing. Okay.